Actually, it's been like this in California lately, so I kind of feel like home for a minute.
What are you doing this big city?
Went to Gucci yesterday, bought a new bag.
For yourself?
Yeah, I got the Merce. My last one got stolen, house got robbed a couple months ago.
You guys travel around so much. This is not the first time you've been in New York, but when you go from city to city, do you actually have time to absorb where you're at and get to know the fans? You get to meet fans, but you get to know them, and does that enhance the experience that you have?
I'd say definitely some cities we go to, you can definitely feel if they have if the moto scene's big there, or we're just in Atlanta and got a really good vibe. There was a lot of motocrossers there, so definitely in each city you can kind of get that vibe where there's a lot of people at the show that either way people enjoy it. People that are into motocross, people don't even know what the difference between a street bike and a dirt bike is, come to the show. They both love it. So, when you go to a city, and I grew up in the motocross industry my whole life, so when there's just that type of people around, you definitely can connect with them and everything. And the people that have never seen a show like that, you can just see it on their face. They're pumped. They're always saying, it's better in person than on TV and all that. So that's probably the most common thing you hear. But sweet for both types of people, though.
Metropolitan New York City is not known as a motocross hotbed, but there's such diversity here in Manhattan and the surrounding area that it seems in total numbers that you may actually end up getting more people who are motocross fans in this area than maybe what we construe as a motocross hotbed. Not the view in your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, when we showed up, people, already kind of knew who we were. They knew who Pastrana was with the Nitro Circus, and they knew who Nuclear Cowboyz were, and Feist, Twitch, and myself. So we're kind of used to living out in the country a little bit, but you come to a city and they know who you are, and it's kind of crazy. Just all from riding dirt bikes, so I agree with you.
Do you guys, when you walk down Broadway, you feel like taking out the bike and just doing some flips out in Central Park and setting something up like that?
I would be excited.
Off the Empire State Building.
I was just kind of pumped to see the big billboard on the road.
It would have been nice to set something up out front, and maybe next time we can.
Let's do that next time. Let's get a portable ramp and landing and we'll jump.
It's kind of like maybe a pilot tour. And it is a theatrical show, so it would fit here. I don't know if we could fit in a on-Broadway building, but we might.
You're the choreographer. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm sure that you would find some way to make these guys do it between these buildings.
We could do it out in the streets, but I'm talking inside a building and run for a month or so, and give it a trial run. I would love to think about doing that. That would be great.
Jeremy, for all three of you, this is an exhibition and a show, but there's been competition, the X Games, etc., among you. So there's a lot of stiff competition, but I guess a lot of friendly competition and a boatload of respect among the three of you. I'd imagine that'd be the case.
Yeah, definitely. Like Nate said, it's not a competition. It's something different that we get to go do and have fun. But at the end of the night, it's a competition to us because we're always trying to make each other see who looks better doing certain tricks. And at the end of the night, you want to get a better trick than the guy next to you. So put in work when you're out there.
Plus, even though it's not a competition, these guys are the leaders of each. This is the Soldier Haddock leaders, the Metal Militia leader, so they still have to do a head-to-head. Like when the two tribes come together, there's a story being told through this whole show, and as the two tribes come together, these guys do a head-to-head. They're the only two out there, and they battle, and so they're throwing out their best stuff, trying to one-up each other.
The last thing
it is like a competition.
Copying your tricks, see if I do it bigger. The exact tricks he do, I do. It is a bit of friendly competition, but it's just that different vibe. If you're not out there for a medal, it's kind of more for personal best or crowd response. So it's it definitely pushes the riders.
They compete.
Yeah.
And now, perhaps even more important, when the show's over, when the competition is over, I imagine there's a bond among all of you that is probably going to last a lifetime based on everything that you've been through and will go through.
Not with me. I hate these guys.
Oh, we thought so, yeah.
No, we all, even when we're at home, we all go to dinner together. We all hang out. Christmas time, Thanksgiving, we're always at each other's houses with family and stuff like that. So it's definitely cool to be on the road and just still feel that family with you. So you never really feel too far from home when you're with all your buddies.
You never get sick of each other either, which is a good thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if anything else you want to say?
I was just going to say, it's always a blessing when you end the tour and you're with the same guys that you started with. Because this is a dangerous sport, so it's always good that, you know, at the end of the night when we're all standing, I'm always like, thank you, Lord, we're all still here tonight. So it's a blessing to start with the same crew that you, or finish with the same crew you start with.
Ladies and gentlemen, the choreographer of Mickey Diamond, the Nuclear Cowboyz.